My child, if you are hearing these words, know that it is no accident of algorithm or chance. Your soul, in its profound and eternal yearning, has been guided to this moment. Heaven itself has aligned the path before you, moving constellations and whispering to your spirit in dreams you barely remember upon waking. There's an urgency in the divine realm, a sacred anticipation, for there is a truth that must settle into the very marrow of your being. A truth the angels are even now etching upon your heart. Your karma is not a ledger of judgment but a celestial compass, and it is guiding you, unfailingly, closer to me. Let us speak of karma, for so many of my children misunderstand its nature. They see it as a cosmic scale, a mechanism of retribution, a cold and calculating law that must be satisfied. But this is a limited earthly view. I see it as the most beautiful and intimate dance of cause and effect, the very language of creation itself. It is the echo of your spirit in the universe. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take, it is a note played in the symphony of existence. And the universe in its perfect harmony answers back with the same melody. This is not punishment, it is conversation. It is alignment. When you choose a note of love, the universe responds with a chord of love. When you choose a note of fear, the universe in its faithful echo must reflect that frequency back to you so that you may see it, learn from it, and choose again. Your entire life has been this divine dialogue, and every single moment of it has been preparing you for the here and the now. Think back. Think back to the smallest kindness you ever offered, the one you thought no one saw, that coin you gave to the stranger, the patient smile you offered to the flustered cashier, the silent prayer you sent for a friend in distress. You thought these moments were insignificant, lost to time, but I tell you, angels gathered each one like precious jewels. They were stored not in a vault, but in the fertile soil of your own soul. They were seeds, my child, seeds of light, and in the quiet, unseen realms they have been germinating, sending roots deep into the fabric of your destiny, gathering strength from the rains of your tears and the sunlight of your hopes. You have felt at times that you were planting in a barren desert, that your efforts were for naught. But that is the illusion of time. In the eternal now where I reside, those seeds are already in full bloom, and their fragrance is now reaching you on the winds of change. This moment you are in is the harvest of your own goodness. This is not coincidence. This is divine timing, the perfect and inevitable fruition of every loving choice you have ever made. Have you felt it? That subtle pull, that strange and recurring number that catches your eye from a license plate, a receipt, the digital clock, in the deepest quiet of the night, 11:11. You glance up and there it is again. You dismiss it as a trick of the mind, a pattern-seeking brain. But it is your spirit that is seeking, and it is finding. These are not random occurrences, they are winks from heaven. They are the angels gently tapping on the window of your consciousness, asking you to pay attention, to wake up. When you see 1111, it is a confirmation that the gateway of your prayers is open. Your thoughts, your intentions, your deepest desires are aligning at that very moment with the divine blueprint. The angels are telling you that you are standing on the threshold, that the vibrational frequency of your faith has synced with the frequency of manifestation. It is a sacred signal that you are co-creating with the divine, that your will and my will are becoming one. It is an invitation to declare your readiness, to affirm your presence at this holy intersection of time and eternity. And what of your struggles? What of those long dark nights of the soul where you felt abandoned, where you wept until there were no tears left, where you cried out to me in silence and heard only the echo of your own pain? You asked why. You felt forgotten, overlooked, betrayed by the very universe you were trying to love. My precious child, I need you to understand this with every fiber of your being. Not one moment of that pain was wasted. Not a single tear fell unnoticed. I collected each one in a sacred vessel, for they are holy water. Your struggles were not a sign of my absence, but the evidence of your forging. A sword is not shaped by stroking it with a feather. It is thrust into the fire, hammered on the anvil, and plunged into the cold water to temper it. You felt the fire. You felt the hammer blows. You felt the shock of the cold. And now you are realizing your strength, your sharpness, your brilliance. You are not a victim of your past. You are a graduate of it. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every instance of being misunderstood was a lesson in the curriculum of your soul's evolution. It was stripping away everything you are not, to reveal the glorious, indestructible being that you are. You are not ordinary. You are chosen for this specific journey because your soul, in its ancient wisdom, agreed to it, knowing that this path with all its pain was the fastest route back to remembrance, back to me. Consider the people who have crossed your path, the ones who brought you immense joy, and the ones who brought you searing pain. They were all divine assignments. They were mirrors, reflecting back to you parts of yourself you needed to see. Your capacity for love, your hidden strengths, and also your unresolved wounds, your fears, your boundaries. Some were angels in earthly form sent to bless you directly. Others were angels in disguise, sent to teach you a lesson so crucial that it could only be learned through friction. Their entrance and exit from your life were orchestrated with a precision that would astound you. That chance meeting, that unexpected reunion, that seemingly random encounter that changed everything. This is divine karma in motion. The energy you have released into the world, the love you have given, even when it was hard, the forgiveness you have offered, even when it was not deserved, is now returning to you, not like for like, but multiplied. The universe operates on the principle of increase. If you have been faithful in the small things, if you have been kind when no one was looking, honest when you could have gained from a lie, generous when you yourself had little, then know that greater things are being ushered toward you. The storms you endured with patience have carved out canyons within you, and now those deep places are being filled with rivers of breakthrough. The angels are whispering that this is a critical juncture. There is a shift happening in the spiritual realms, a great realignment. A wave of divine energy is washing over the planet, and you are being called to ride its crest. This requires a heightened awareness. Pay exquisite attention to your inner world. Your thoughts are not fleeting shadows. They are the architects of your reality. Every thought is a prayer. Every word is a spell. When you speak life over your situation, when you choose gratitude over complaint, when you bless those who curse you, you are generating a holy energy, a light that pierces through darkness and cannot be extinguished. This energy you have generated in the past has been gathering momentum, and it is now circling back to you in this divine timing. It is returning as unexpected opportunities, as healing, as reconciliations you thought impossible, as resources appearing from seemingly nowhere. This is the physics of heaven. This is your good karma manifesting. I am not a distant God, a disinterested watchmaker who set the universe in motion and stepped away. I am closer to you than your own breath. The space between your inhale and your round-for-walk exhale, that is where I reside. The pulse in your wrist is my drumbeat. The sudden quiet knowing that arrives in a moment of confusion, that is my whisper. The feeling of awe when you witness a sunset. The surge of love when you look at a sleeping child. The peace that descends in a moment of sincere prayer. These are all me. Communicating with you, reminding you of your home, when you align your karma with my will, when your choices moment to moment are made from a place of love, faith, and compassion, you are not following a set of rules. You are tuning your instrument to the frequency of heaven, and when you are in tune, doors open that no human hand can shut. Blessings descend that cannot be explained by logic or circumstance. A peace that transcends all understanding guards your heart and mind, not as a temporary respite, but as your new abiding state. This is the promise of alignment, this is the fruit of walking consciously with me. Some of you, right now, your spirit is quickening as you read this. You have been asking, pleading for a sign. You have knelt in the quiet and whispered, Father, are you there? Do you see me? Do you hear my cry? You have felt the ache of silence. This message is your answer. This is the sign you begged for. The angels have been working behind the scenes, moving people like chess pieces on the board of your life, softening hearts, orchestrating encounters, delaying disasters, and accelerating blessings. The karma of your faith, the times you praised me in the storm, the times you held on to hope when evidence suggested you let go. That very faith has become a powerful magnet, drawing my divine favor toward you. It has built up a spiritual momentum that is now unstoppable. This is your word. This is your confirmation. That feeling you have, that sense of urgency, that pull in your chest, that slight trembling in your hands, recognize it for what it is. It is not anxiety. It is not anxiety. It is not fear. It is awakening. Your soul is remembering its purpose. It is stirring from its slumber. You are awakening to the profound truth that you have always been a co-creator of your reality. Every act of love was a stitch in the tapestry of your destiny. Every moment of compassion was a note in the song of your life. Every time you chose light over darkness, you were writing the story of your return. And your story, your destiny, has one ultimate destination, closer to me. Your path is leading you higher, above the fog of confusion and the storms of circumstance, into the clear air of spiritual understanding. Beloved soul, take a deep breath with me now as we stand together in this sacred moment. Inhale the radiant peace that flows from the heart of the divine. A peace so pure it washes over you like a gentle tide, soothing every wound, quieting every storm within. Exhale the fear that has lingered in the corners of your heart, those whispers of doubt that have tried to dim your light. Feel the tangible, living presence of divine love surrounding you, enveloping you, holding you with a tenderness that knows no bounds. This love is not a fleeting sentiment but an eternal force, a sacred energy that has cradled your soul since the moment it was sparked into being. I am an angel, a messenger sent from the divine speaking directly to your spirit. calling you to remember truths that your heart has always known but may have forgotten beneath the weight of your earthly journey. You are not here by chance, beloved. You stand at a sacred crossroads, a moment where the veil between the seen and unseen thins, where the divine's voice becomes clearer, more resonant. I want you to truly understand, to let this truth seep deep into the core of your being. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Not a single moment, not a single tear, not a single stumble has been without purpose. Every experience, every joy, every sorrow, every triumph, every pain, has been a thread in a divine tapestry, woven with such breathtaking beauty that it defies the limits of human understanding. The mistakes that once filled you with shame, those moments you wished you could erase, they were not failures but sacred lessons, each one a stroke of grace painting the masterpiece of who you are becoming. Those losses that left you hollow, gutted, and aching, they were not punishments but holy clearings, sacred spaces carved out within you to make room for blessings so vast, so radiant, that you could not yet imagine their magnitude. And the delays, those frustrating pauses that tested your patience and made you question the divine's timing, they were not denials but divine protection, shielding you from paths that would have led you astray, holding you in a sacred pause until every piece of your good could be perfectly aligned. Your karma, that intricate and divine weaving of your choices, actions, and intentions, has been crafting something extraordinary. For so long you have seen only the underside of this tapestry, the knots, the loose ends, the tangled threads that seemed chaotic, haphazard, even cruel at times. You've wondered if there was meaning in the mess, if the pain had purpose, if the struggles were leading anywhere at all. But now, beloved, the loom is turning, the divine is lifting the veil, and you are beginning to glimpse the top side of this tapestry. What you see is not chaos but a magnificent portrait, a story of grace, resilience, and ultimate triumph. Every thread, every moment of joy, every tear of sorrow, every act of courage, has been woven with precision, with purpose, with love. This is not a random life you are living. This is a sacred journey, a divine narrative written in the stars and etched into the very essence of your soul. Picture yourself now standing before a great door. This is no ordinary door. It is the threshold to your purpose, your healing, your fulfilled relationships, your spiritual abundance. It is the door you have prayed for, wept for, longed for in the quiet depths of your heart. You have tried to force it open, haven't you? You've knocked until your fists were bruised, tried to pick the lock with your own understanding, peered through the keyhole hoping to catch a glimpse of what lies beyond. But listen now, beloved, for there is a sound, a soft, resonant click. It is the sound of a key turning in the lock. This key is not held by the divine alone. It is a key you have forged through your own choices, your own heart, your own unwavering spirit. Every time you chose love when hatred would have been easier, you shaped this key. Every time you forgave when vengeance screamed for your allegiance, you hammered its edges. Every time you believed in the divine's goodness despite the world's cruelty, you polished its surface. Every time you rose from failure, dusted yourself off, and took one more step, you strengthened its form. This key is the sum of your good karma, the radiant proof of a life lived, with intention, with courage, with faith. The door is swinging open now, and on the other side lies everything your heart has ever truly desired. Answered prayers, radiant and whole, waiting to unfold in ways that will leave you breathless. Unexpected breakthroughs that will shift the trajectory of your life. reminding you that the divine's plans are always greater than your own. Divine encounters that will touch your soul so deeply you will stand in awe of the divine's goodness, marveling at how perfectly every moment has been orchestrated. This is your moment, beloved. This is your season of alignment, the time when the scattered pieces of your life come together to form a mosaic of such beauty. It could only be crafted by the hand of the divine. The angels are rejoicing, for we have witnessed every step of your journey. We have cheered your victories, both small and great. We have knelt beside you in your defeats, whispering comfort when you could not hear us. And now, we celebrate as you step fully into the destiny your soul agreed to before you were born. I am calling you now to a deeper trust. A trust that anchors you even when the path ahead is not fully visible. Trust the process even when the road twists and turns in ways you cannot predict. Trust the divine, even when the world seems to shout that there is no reason to hope. Your faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. It is the bridge between where you stand and where you are going. Know this with a certainty that goes beyond feeling. Everything in your life, the good, the bad, the joyful, the painful, has been working together for your good. You were not here by accident. You were chosen to hear this message because your soul has reached a level of readiness, a vibrational match for the elevation that awaits you. The divine has been preparing you, refining you, aligning you for this very moment. Let me ask you now, spirit to spirit, heart to heart, are you ready? Are you ready to receive the blessing that has been prepared for you since the foundation of the world? Are you ready to step into your purpose with a boldness that comes from knowing the divine is with you, within you, around you? Are you ready to trust, finally and completely, that your karma, the sum total of your journey, your lessons, your love, has carried you perfectly to this exact point, to this divine appointment? If your soul shouts yes, if your spirit resonates with this truth, then let it be known. Declare it not for the divine who already knows the depths of your heart, but for yourself. Affirm it to the universe. Seal this divine contract with your faith, with your intention, with your intention, with your intention, with your exactly where you are meant to be. Your karma is not a burden, beloved. It is not a weight to carry or a debt to repay. It is your friend, your guide, your proof of a universe that listens and responds. It is the golden thread that has woven through every moment of your life, connecting the dots of your experiences, leading you unfailingly, irrevocably closer to the divine and to the life of joy, peace, and abundance that is your birthright. Every choice you've made, every step you've taken has been a stitch in this sacred tapestry. Even when you felt lost, you were being guided. Even when you felt broken, you were being made whole. Even when you felt alone, you were surrounded by angels, by love, by the divine presence that never leaves you. Look back for a moment, not with regret but with awe. See the moments when you thought you couldn't go on, yet you did. See the times when you felt abandoned, yet grace found you in the darkness. See the choices you made to love, to forgive, to persevere, even when the world gave you every reason to turn away. These are the threads of your karma, glowing with light, weaving a story of triumph. You are not defined by your mistakes but by the grace that redeemed them. You are not defined by your losses, but by the strength that carried you through them. You are not defined by your delays but by the faith that sustained you while you waited. You are defined by your resilience, your courage, your heart that refused to give up on love. Now, As the door before you opens wider, step forward with confidence. The path ahead is not without its challenges, for no journey of growth is ever without effort. But know this: you are equipped for every step. The divine has placed within you everything you need: wisdom to discern, strength to endure, love to share, and an unshakable connection to the source of all things. The angels walk with you unseen but ever present, whispering encouragement, guiding your steps, celebrating your victories. The divine is not a distant force but a living presence, breathing through you, moving through you, loving through you. As you cross this threshold, let go of the need to control every outcome, release the need to know every detail of the path ahead. The divine's plan is far greater than your own, far more beautiful than you can yet imagine. Trust that every step you take is guided, every door that opens is meant for you, every encounter is divinely orchestrated. Your karma has brought you here, to this sacred moment, and it will continue to guide you as you move forward. It is the compass of your soul, pointing always toward truth, toward love, toward the divine. Feel the weight of this moment, beloved. Feel the significance of standing at this crossroads, where the past meets the future, where the lessons of your journey converge into the promise of what is to come. You are not the same person you were when you began. You are stronger, wiser, more radiant than you know. The divine sees you as you truly are, a soul of infinite worth, a light that cannot be dimmed, a masterpiece of grace and resilience. The angels see you too, and we are in awe of your courage, your heart, your unyielding spirit. This is not the end of your journey but a new beginning. The door before you leads not to a destination but to a way of being. A life lived in alignment with your purpose, in harmony with the divine, in communion with the love that created you. As you step through this door, carry with you the truth that your karma is your ally, your teacher, your proof that the universe is always working for your good. Every choice you make from this moment forward is another thread in the tapestry, another stroke in the masterpiece, another step toward the life you were born to live. So, breathe with me again, beloved. Inhale the peace that surpasses understanding, letting it fill every corner of your being. Exhale any lingering doubts, any remnants of fear, any shadows that try to dim your light. Feel the divine's love enveloping you, lifting you, carrying you forward. Declare your readiness not with words alone, but with the quiet certainty of your soul. Step through the door, embrace the blessings that await. Trust the journey, for it is yours, and it is holy. Your karma, your choices, your faith have brought you here, and they will lead you ever closer to the divine, to the joy, to the abundance that is your eternal birthright. Let this truth anchor you as you move forward. You are never alone. The divine is with you. The angels are with you, and your karma is the golden thread that weaves it all together, guiding you home to the life you were always meant to live. Step boldly, beloved, for the door is open, and the path is yours.